Biafra me na meherani onuzo ke Biafra me meherani onuzo ke Biafra me. Tell me what we do, everybody want to kill us. They want to take what belongs to us. Try. We they love our neighbors, so we they love ourselves too. So it is written in the holy book. Try. You find a channel, na meherani biko kodo onyolu welo mono aya na meherani do onyolu welo mono onyo chai chukwu kikele anyị na bogi bia nyela. The time is now. We want to go. Remember your promises. Oh, na me oh, onuzo ke Biafra me rani onuzo ke Biafra me na me rani onuzo ke Biafra me rani onuzo ke Biafra me. Ndiro marani buruburu anachi wepunda anyị n'ike. Shata. Oh, they are holding our lead. Mazinambika. Now is Prime Minister Mazin Simon. We shall rise and defend our land. The land of rising sun is our hope. Yogi bikonu sitende muziki kame iwele
My fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world, wherever you are watching from, I welcome you to this amazing platform. Thank you for being part of this platform. May Chukwu Hukabe guide and protect you. This is Biafra Exodus Hard Talk TV, a platform where we bring information that is coming from the Biafra government, a platform that brings information directly from the United States of Biafra government, and we will not stop bringing information. In this platform, we are focused on the structure of the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. Every one of us know very well that Mazi Simon Ekpa have made a structure. And we know that in the hierarchy of the office, the COS stands in for Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, as long as he remains alive and with us. We know that the Prime Minister is going to join us very soon. Before the Prime Minister joins us, every information will be coming from the COS of Biafra government. And whatever you see on the Biafran government Twitter handle that you're going to follow, all you have to do is to follow the COS on his platform, follow the Biafran government Twitter account, and listen. Whatever you hear from there is the right way to go. Do not be disturbed. Do not be discouraged. The lies of the enemy cannot be too long. I want you to listen to this very video I'm about to play. You will see the revelation of the blackmail against the Biafrans and the homeland.
This Sharia thing came up with the grazing law. And because of the content and what the framers of this constitution wrote, in fact, there was a big outcry. In that of the grazing bill, it was stated that wherever a Fulani herder sells his food, it had become his own, and you cannot go to police or to court to challenge it. Imagine such a law in Nigeria.
A bill?
Yes.
It was a bill, okay, but it didn't sell through.
Yes. Until people said, what? I remember discussing this in somewhere. And I took a critical analysis. Today now is about Sharia court. Please, whom are you going to bring that court to? Because the last time I checked, we don't have predominantly Muslim community down here in the south. And I'm sure by the time they are done with the southwest, they'll go to the southeast. Do you see that when something is happening, some of us, you see, I don't look at things on the face value. Moses, when these people were spreading all over the country, they were laying foundation for this type of thing. They will tell you they have a large community of Muslims in Imo State, in Enugu, so they need a court to take care of their own need. You can see how people deliberately plant anarchy. Just because Christians have slept on their right, we are not talking. We believe that God said the battle is his own and vengeance belongs to him. This principle is costing us a lot. If not, how can somebody wake up to introduce such a thing in a secular state like Nigeria?
A secular state, indeed.
Then America, where you copy this simply, do you have such a thing there? Because we should look at where we copy this democracy. Do you have such a thing there? A court for different people. So they will start cutting people's hand here, Nabi. Moses. They will start cutting people's hand here. Is that not the ultimate end here? When you steal a chicken, they cut your hand. When you steal a goat, they cut your hand. Is that what we are going to see here in this age and time? People should be very wary of Moses. I'm not joking. This is not a joke anymore. You just wake up, they are even giving a date and venue. And you are telling me that there won't be problem that day? You see what Muslim ticket is costing us? And the people in authority are pretending as if it is nothing, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This is very, very wrong. In our constitution, there is no provision for such, especially in the southeast. If you are saying you want to use it to take care of your tradition and culture, nothing wrong. But introduce this in a place where you don't need it. What are you trying to do? Tell me. Okay, if you have a problem with somebody who is a Christian and somebody who is a Muslim in Ibadan now, in Oyo State, what happened? You will not tell me that your Muslim brother must be taken to your Sharia court. Then the Christian will be taken where Mr. Koro court. Then the Christian will be taken where Mr. Koro. Can you see anarchy?
Common law.
No, two of them are having issue. This one is a Muslim.
Okay.
This one, okay. So where will you take the matter to? Where will you take it to? You will not tell me, no, this one is a Muslim. I cannot be tried in a secular court. Then this one is a Christian. He must be taken to our court. Is that not anarchy in the making? People should be very careful. I am telling you. You see, God has already, helped us to come this far. If they continue to push and push, one day God will leave us alone. And then we are going to see what we are looking for. The one they put in our constitution, we are still struggling to come out of it. Now they want to add more. They want to add more. It's not fair. It's not fair.
Yes, quite unfortunate that we are witnessing this in our lifetime. I spoke about it a bit in the morning, you know, the opening banter during the morning show. And I did share my concerns with my colleagues. You know, it's, like I said, it's gradually coming down south. And unfortunately, we tend to be living in denial of what is happening, you know. If you talk about coming down south, look at what is happening in the Middle Belt. Communities have been sacked, overtaken, and renamed by a certain group of people. And we still keep saying, look, there is no agenda. Clearly, if you look with a prism into the future, even without a crystal ball, you see that there's clearly an agenda. Even the way the war against insecurity has been prosecuted over time, you know, for the past 20 years or so. And like I said also in the morning, it was when Yeri Ahmed Sani became the governor of Zamfara State that this issue of Sharia law, you know, came to the fore. It had always existed, but he now wanted to make it a state law. And the moment he broached the idea, Borno State jumped on it. Other states started jumping, Katsina and all of that. That was essentially what gave rise to Boko Haram. Because it was at that time that, what's his name? This guy that, the first leader of Boko Haram, Muhammad Yusuf, you know, started now preaching. That was the essence of Boko Haram. We are against Western education. And now wanted to expand Sharia across the north. But at that time, Obasanjo kept quiet.
Very big mistake.
Obasanjo thought that it was something that was going to filter, you know,
big mistake.
And got up until this point where, apart from Boko Haram, we have ISWAP, we have Lakarua, we have banditry and all of that. And if you look at it, if you examine it closely, you discover that all these things are weaved around religious sentiments. And the moment they are weaved around religious sentiments, it becomes a clear and present danger. We know what religion is to our people. You know, like if Karl Marx, I always say that, looks like Karl Marx had Nigeria in mind when he said that religion is the opium of the masses. Because in no other place have I seen it expressed deeply in terms of content and practice like than any other part of the world. You know, so, and this is what is playing out before us. A Sharia court in Oyo State. That is how it starts. And mind you, like 2 weeks ago, they appointed an Igbo man as an imam at the Central Mosque in Abuja. We have had militancy.
I wonder.
Unlike the Christian doctrine where, I mean, you express it, you try to persuade people and all of that. But on the other hand, it's militant evangelism.
By force.
By force, and it doesn't go with us here. So, like the question Barrister asks now, if there's a crisis between people in the same family, you know, who adhere to different religions, where is it going to be adjudicated?
Oh.
So it's a clear issue. And like I said again in the morning, Martin Luther King said, look, in the end, it is not the actions of my enemies that will matter. It is the silence of my friends.
Exactly.
People tend to keep quiet about these things. And I see it is more like the agenda that we talk about is more like an elephant in the living room. People don't like to talk about it, but it is there. Everybody sees it, but nobody wants to talk about it. That's what I see that is playing out. And it is good that we have reactions from people from the Southwest saying no. The youths in particular are saying no, you cannot implement it. Nigeria is a secular state.
I thank God Obasanjo is still alive. Because if he had left this thing in the board and forget selfish interest, maybe he would have spared us this problem. But when Yerima, that senator who went to go and marry a 13-year-old girl and told us it is their culture and tradition. Some of these things in our constitution, I was thinking that some people who were there before would have said no. But they allowed it for what? Sentiment. Sentiment that a girl of 10 years is not supposed to see her first menses in her father's house. It's a taboo. Who told you? So by 10, you should marry her off. And be doing what with a man of 40, 60 years? A girl of 10 years. These are things they want to introduce to you now. Because you cannot choose this and leave this. That is the problem, Mr. Okoro. They want to introduce this into you here. You ask yourself, other people that practice this, how did it benefit them? Do you know that is deep in this thing? What is the level of illiteracy? What is the level of education? What is the level of understanding there? These are one of the things that comes with this thing, but these people don't want to hear. It doesn't concern them. Something that you are practicing somewhere, it failed woefully. You want to introduce it to me? and you think there will not be problem. There will be problem, oh. Let nobody be. There will be problem. You say this thing, we are begging the North to sheath their sword and keep this thing to them. They are now. They want to force it or not. There will be problem if they insist.
All right then. Go ahead.
You see.
All right then. Go ahead.
You see, it's just a way of flying kite. I know Oyo town, and I also know Oyo state to some extent. You see, these people, most of them, since they left school, they had never had any job other than to come up with this dust sometimes, and they make money from some of these Eastern blocks. I mean, the Kuwaitis, Qatari, the Saudis, and all that. They make money from them. That's why they always want to foment trouble. And when they foment trouble,